everyone, I'm Gus. Welcome to this episode of $1 Million But. Joining me is Griffin and Frank. This is a fantasy-themed edition of $1 Million But, and so we brought some of the cast from Heroes and Half-Wits. Normally, Frank is the one who drives the story, but this time, there's a little bit of payback. We're gonna all collaborate.
Hark, off to the quest.
Got $1 million, but for the rest of your life, you have to live as a centaur in modern society. Just picture like a centaur holding a briefcase, trotting through traffic.
Yeah, but...
Well, you can't get in a car.
Exactly, yeah.
You can do a cargo van.
Just see like a sunroof down and just like a human torso sticking up out of the top.
Yeah. Your horse ass has to stick out.
Would you have to be really careful not to break your leg? Like, would you have to be put down?
Oh yeah, that just shoot you.
Then it'd be like your own brand glue when you're done. Griffin brand glue. Now with 100% Griffin.
Well, here's the other thing. How are you supposed to pull off dating?
They would, on their like online dating profiles, they would like hide it. And then you don't see it like on the first date. It's like
Like
you
a
look
huge
nothing
cat.
like your photo. So I really think that the best career path for a centaur is probably police officer with red and blue police lights on it.
And your partner can ride on your back.
Yes. You know, he can ride your back, but he's also got to scoop up your shit.
Yeah, it balances.
Yeah.
And he could maybe also do the grooming.
Give me some sugar cubes. Just reaching around like, here you go, good job. And you're like,
And getting back to the dating pool thing, does the opposite exist where you can find somebody who's got like the human bottom and the horse head?
If it has a horse head, does it still have like human intelligence and talks like a human?
No.
It's just literally
Sorry,
a
back then.
horse. To recap, $1 million, but you have to live as a centaur the rest of your life. Would you do it?
Yeah. When I was little, I had a fantasy about being a centaur that lasted probably a little bit too long.
I think I would have done it if it was like for a year, but not for the rest of my life.
No, I'm with you. There's no way I would take $1 million to live as a centaur the rest of my life.
Okay, so you get $1 million, but you have to spend the rest of your life with a fairy following you around.
Oh,
And every time you lie, it lets everyone know.
that's an important detail.
Yeah.
I picture that you're trying to go to sleep at night and there's just this like a nightlight flying around your face.
Yeah, not even the light, but just the flapping sound, like when you hear like a bug in the
Oh, I
room.
didn't even think about that.
Just the bug in the room sound.
So wait, it follows you into the bathroom too?
It would be handy though if you were like in a stall that didn't have toilet paper. I'd be like, go get me some toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's true. What about when it takes a time?
They're fairy dust. They're like glittery and nice.
Yeah. I'm just picturing like the fairy farting and like a puff of glitter like comes out of his ass. I just picture like you getting pulled over by a cop and cop asks, you know why I pulled you over? You're like, no, officer. 55 and a 40.
He doesn't have insurance. Yeah.
Also, I picture like you're dating someone and then they're asking you, do you really like me? Are you in love with me? No. Like you clap at it. Biggest glitter explosion in the world. From a view a mile away, just like poof, this huge like cloud of glitter.
So, Frank, would you pick the fairy?
No.
I'm really on the fence. I'm gonna have to say no, though. It's a lot of money, but I don't think I could do it. What about you?
I think alone time is precious, so maybe no, I wouldn't do it.
$1 million, but a dungeon master controls your life.
Like even the most mundane things. You're looking for cereal in the grocery store, and then all of a sudden, like a dragon pops up. You're like, God damn it! Like, I just wanted my Lucky Charms.
Well, so how old is this? Is what I'm picturing, like a 12-year-old in his basement managing your life.
Oh, this might
Is
be
that what's
good.
going on?
A 12-year-old boy is gonna constantly want to see like boobs and stuff. You walk out the door, and you know every supermodel ever is topless in your front yard.
Works it for you. I would just probably be topless everywhere all the time. And do you have to gain experience to do things?
Like let's say like when you're a kid, you cut the lawn, you've got to start with like scissors. And then you can level up enough to use like the lawnmower.
The other thing is, if you get into a really bad situation and you're about to die, you could potentially stave off the threat of death with a saving throw.
Old age in your deathbed. And it's like you're rolling a
I could
20-sided
like,
die.
just, come on.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God. The world's oldest person, they're 170 years old.
Randomly, if you ran into your like DM at the grocery store, would it be awkward?
Yeah, like you'd know, it's like, that's him. Motherfucker, you're ruining my life.
Oh look, a magic portal opened up and you're sucked to somewhere else. Bye. See you later. So, $1 million, but your life is controlled by a DM. Would you take it?
I think I would have to say no.
Absolutely not. I do not want some 12-year-old boy controlling my life.
I might do it in the hopes that I get that one DM who knows how to DM well and isn't a 12-year-old boy.
Do you think that all the 12-year-old boys watching this are horribly offended?
I was just thinking about that.
Like, you're making some enemies today.
Hey guys, thanks for watching $1 Million But. If you enjoyed this episode, you're probably going to enjoy our game. We've got the MDB party game as well as the expansion packs available at mdbgame.com. Just click this link somewhere around here so that you can find out what you, your family, your friends would all do for $1 million. Hey, can you do me a favor? Have a great day.